Bills Mafia, happy Women's History Month. To celebrate the month, we're interviewing the powerhouse women that make up Bills Mafia. Today, we're so excited to be joined by the founder of Latinas Evolving, Tayrin Tapia. Tayrin, thanks for coming on and hanging out.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Being the founder of Latinas Evolving, what makes your organization so special?
That's a really great question. I think what makes us really special is the fact that it was built for us, by us, and the fact that we focus on Latina entrepreneurs. Latina business owners are the most growth that the U.S. economy has had, or one of the most fast-paced growth. And we are also very underrepresented in many different ways and have been overseen in many different ways. So to be able to put Latina entrepreneurs in this spotlight means a lot to me, and it means a lot to those that work with us and support us.
What is Latinas Evolving doing specific to Western New York?
So right now, what we have been focusing on is, first of all, is doing what's called Cafecito Tempranito con Tayrin gatherings.
Tell us about that.
Which is basically is a coffee conversations. It's an inviting way to invite individuals, Latina entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs to come and have a conversation with me or with our group, and just to talk about their ideation sessions, what they want to do with this work, or maybe they're already in business and they just want to level up. What do they have to do that? And so having those conversations and giving them some professional development through those conversations. And then we also have our yearly annual magazines that come out, as you see here.
Beautiful.
And this is the 2025 edition, which we turned, if you turn it around, so.
Go ahead, show us, show the class.
We have so this is Sol Angeles, which we call her Soda, and she's the owner of the Does. And when we turn around the magazine, then we have our special edition. This was a tribute to Officer Dan Candelario, who unfortunately passed away last year due to the flu. And his mother is a very influential, independent Latina leader in our community, Lucy Candelario. And he left behind, unfortunately, his wife and 3 kids. And so that was very important to me, that we showcase both of their stories, as well as many other leaders and entrepreneurs in the community. But specifically we chose not to do his interview. We let his family do his interview.
Very cool.
So his son and his wife were the ones who ended up doing the interview in the magazine. So it means a lot to us. And he was a huge Buffalo Bills fan. So it means so much to us to be able to do this on a yearly basis. And so we have nominations that go out during the springtime, and people will nominate individuals, entrepreneurs, and leaders, not just in Western New York, but also around different states. And then we also have our panel discussions that we host every probably quarter. We have 2 a year that we do right now in partnership with different banks and CDFIs. So those are all things that we currently do on top of any other workshops that we may do. Oh, and the Cafecito gatherings as well are hosted at Latina entrepreneur businesses or Latino businesses, and is in order to give back. So the money goes right back into the pockets of individuals in the community.
Where did you get the inspiration to start a community like Latinas Evolving?
It started off in March of 2022 at a point in my life that I felt very unheard and unseen myself. I was working at a different corporate job where I felt like my opinions and advice were not even taken into consideration. And I had so much knowledge and so much background, and I started becoming kind of depressed, and I needed a way to find an outlet. I needed a way to bridge the gap between the corporate world and the nonprofit world, because I also had worked in the nonprofit world for years. And that's when I thought about, when I had identified working as a workforce development coordinator in the past, a need in our community for people that look like us and sound like us, and that are relatable, to be in spaces in workforce development, professional development, and entrepreneur areas, and be able to give back that way, lead them in that way. And it kind of just, no pun intended, evolved on its own. It started off on focusing on workforce, and then individuals started coming to us through those cafecito gatherings to say, we want to hear from you, we would like your advice on this, and this is what we're starting. And then as well as the magazine. that also, it was not the plan. If you would have told me 5 years ago you were going to be the owner of a magazine, I would have said you're out of your mind. It was an idea. It was more of a social media campaign that I wanted to start to celebrate Latina entrepreneurs and leaders in the community, to show them in that light, to show them, empower them and inspire them, and for them to see themselves in that special way. And the community said, if this is not a magazine, we need it. And so I turned it into a magazine, and now we are about to go into our 4th year.
Wow, so cool to give people a platform who are passionate about something to find a way to develop their entrepreneurial skills even more. And the cafe gatherings that you have sound like such a great think tank place to get together and share ideas and help each other succeed in a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
You had a really cool collab with the Bills this season.
Yes.
In celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. The Bills were doing a t-shirt contest design, and you won the design portion of the contest, and proceeds, you get to carry some of those. And instead of just using those proceeds on you, you are using those proceeds to help other Latina entrepreneurs.
Yes.
How is that all coming together?
Yeah, that was such an amazing opportunity, and I'm so grateful for the Buffalo Bills for us to be able to collab in that and for us winning this opportunity. The designer is one of our in-house, Ali Marcano, who, between her mindset and my mindset, we came up with this idea. And, you know, it kind of falls right aligned with everything Bad Bunny just said, you know, in the halftime, you know,
have
about
all
being.
The flags on the t-shirt,
yeah, we
which
have
is very
all the
cool.
flags. And as you mentioned, proceeds go back to our non-for-profit arm, which is the Tapia Legacy Foundation. And it goes back to doing micro grants, giving out micro grants for our Latina entrepreneurs and Latino entrepreneurs, but focused on Latina entrepreneurs. And so we will be creating a nomination form for individuals, Latina entrepreneurs in Western New York, to apply for a $500. The first proceeds, part of the proceeds will be a $500 micro grant, and it would be to something that will create a return on investment for their business. And that's a way to be able to find a way to be sustainable, you know, sustainable finance, sustainable in their business. And that's what we're going to start off with. And the hope is that more individuals continue to buy the shirts, continue to support, as well as any other partners that come in and say, hey, we want to be a part of this, and continue to give out these micro grants to these entrepreneurs that just need that boost.
Yeah, definitely. What does Latinos Evolving have going on right now or in the near future that you're really excited about?
Yes, I'm excited that we're going into our 4th year. So our 4-year anniversary celebration, we decided to do it at a different Latina business, and it's called Ritmo Libre, which is free to dance, free rhythm, basically that's what it translates to. And it's a new Latina entrepreneur who just started. She's teaching salsa dancing classes. So what we're gonna do, so in order to give back, we're doing in-kind donations. All donations go 100% to that Latina business owner. We will provide the space, and we'll have a dance class, you know, to have fun, to celebrate. And then the last hour would be to mingle, to network, and to really talk about all the good things that Latinas entrepreneurs, or Latinas Evolving, has done in the last 4 years.
Oh, how amazing. What a great idea. Come together to dance, and then let's talk a little bit of business after that. March marks Women's History Month. What are you doing to celebrate and honor the month?
Yeah, getting involved more into the community. There's been a few different individuals or organizations that are asking for me to attend. I know that there's some events with United Way is having an event for Women's History Month, so I'm planning on attending that. I'm also planning on attending an event out in New York City at the beginning of March. So those are all different things, looking for everything and anything that helps empower and inspire us women.
That's awesome. It's important to help lift each other up and celebrate everything that women in Western New York and beyond have going on. To support Latinas Evolving, where can people follow and support if they feel like they are really called to what you have going on? Yeah,
absolutely. They can either go to our website at www.latinasevolving.com, or they can go right to our Instagram page or Facebook pages, look up Latinas Evolving. We're also on LinkedIn and on TikTok. But those are all different ways that they can come and support us and be a part of us and connect with us if they want to come and partner with us in some way, shape, or form.
Beautiful. Tayrin, thanks so much for coming by and talking to us about Latinas Evolving and every thing that you guys have going on. So awesome to hear, and it's awesome to sit next to a powerhouse female like yourself.
Thank you, and same to you, Maddie. You're amazing.
Thank you so much. Stay tuned on BuffaloBills.com for all Women's History Month content.